It is good for us to be here. I'm going to say that again. It is good for us to be here. So glad I made it. I made it through. In spite of the storms, the rain, the heartache and pain, I still have faith in you. I didn't lose. Lord have mercy. But I still have faith in you. So if you see me cry, it's just a sign that I'm still alive. I got some sins, but I'm still alive in spite of calamity. He still has a place for me, and it's working for my good, and it's building my testimony. I'm so glad I made it. Are you glad you made it? I made it through. In spite of the storms, the rain, the pain, I still have faith in you. I didn't lose. I didn't lose. Experienced loss at a major cost, but I still have faith in you. So glad I made it. I made it through. Anybody make it? Anybody got a testimony? Anybody got a testimony? In spite of the rain, the storms of life, I still have faith in you. I didn't lose. Hey, I didn't lose. Hey, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. I'm happy, y'all. I'm happy. In spite of the rain. So glad. I'm so glad I made it. Said I made it through, yeah. I wish I had a witness. And I made it through, yeah. I'm so glad that I made it through, yeah. So glad I made it through the heartaches and pain. So if you see me cry, it's just a sign that I'm still alive. I got some faults, but I'm still alive. In spite of calamity, He still has a plan for me. It's working for my good, and it's building my testimony. So glad I made it. I'm so glad. If you have your Bibles, I'm so glad I made it. You know, God's house is not like everybody else's house. You can't do what you want to do in God's house. You know, we have this tendency to think God's house is like the street. God has order. He has order so much so that he made you in order. We go on to Micah, the 7th chapter. So glad I made it. I made it through. I made it through. Oh, so glad I made it. So glad I made it. I made it through. Said I made it through. I wish I had a witness through the storm and the rain, through the heartache and pain. Said I made it. I made it. I made it. The devil is a lie. Yes, he is. We're going to go 7th chapter. If you have it, just say, I'm here. We're going to wait on those who are not here. Just for clarification, I guess I'll start at the first verse. Do you have it? Woe is me, for I am as when they had gathered the summer fruits, as the grape gleaneth on the vintage. There is no cluster to eat, for souls deserve the first strip fruits. The good man is perished out of the earth, and there is none upright among men. They all lie in wait for blood. They hunt every man his brother with a net, that they may do evil with both hands earnestly. The princes ask, the judge asks for a reward. And great men he uttereth his mischievous. Well, we use that word right there. Desire, so they wrap it up. The best of them is as a briar, yeah, okay, there it is. Briar, yeah. We know briar is a plant. The most upright is shaped, then a thorn of edge. The day of the watchman and thy visitation cometh. Now shall ye there be perplexity. Trust ye not in a friend, but ye not confidence in the guide. Keep the doors of thy mouth from her that lieth in thy bosom. We're gonna take our text from this verse here, verse 5. Trust thee not in a friend. And for a theme of discussion, we just gonna say, trust in God. Trust in God. Trust in God. We know in these days and times, and we talked about in Sunday school about the great creator. And if you didn't know that God is the creator of the heavens and the earth and all that therein, and he does everything his way and not our way. Some folks don't think they need God because they say we got him out of book. They say we got God out of book, and he is not alive. But I bear to differ on that point, because if you look around you, you find that you haven't made anything. You ain't make the car. You ain't make the wheels. You didn't make the buildings. God gave the unction. He gave the wisdom for man to make anything. Let me see if I can prove a point. If you see there is dirt all around you, if you throw it in the garbage, it's still dirt. You can't make it nothing else. But God makes it mountains. He makes it hills. He makes it valleys. He gives what you have, what he has given us, and makes it useful for us. Now, in this world, we have something on our money and say, God, we trust. And, you know, the United States is one of those countries in which we are a superpower. But have you ever thought about how you got to be a superpower? See, everything that we've done is not trusted in God. No. You know why I know? Because we still have homeless. Yeah, we still have people living on the street. We still have mentally ill people walking around like they sane. Yeah, we got that. And people put their trust in so many different things. Like, you know, I know none of you do, but there's a lot of people that put their trust in Donald Trump. They trust that he gonna bring America back great again. And from my history, I don't see nothing great about the way it used to be. I don't know about you, but there's someone who says he's gonna bring back great again, and he go back to the past. The past was not good for me. So I just want to know, who is he talking to? Will you trust in someone that's going to throw you a stone and hide their hand? See, what we do is we always think about what people can do for us. So we trust in them. We trust that they're going to do us right. We trust that they're going to give us what they said they was going to give us. We trust when they borrow something, they're going to give it back. You know, we trust. But, you know, these days you can't even trust your parents. Did you hear me? I said these days you can't even trust your parents. Let me make it clear to you. Anytime a mother, this happened last week, well, 2 weeks ago, anytime a mother would strangle her kids, yeah, she killed 3 of her kids and herself in the suburbs. This was a mother. Now you would think, if I don't want to live, just kill myself. I don't want to live. But see, Satan, he said that they may do evil, both hands earnestly. They doing, when Satan got your mind, you don't know what you're going to do. You don't know what you're going to do. You don't even know how you're going to do it. Mass murders, they plan, but they get the plan from that other guy. You say, go kill them all. Guy shooting in the airport. Hey, his hands was evil. Earnestly, that means he really wanted to do it. Really wanted to kill somebody. Now, if y'all want to kill somebody, don't tell nobody. Because I don't want to die. I know, y'all, that's good, that's good, y'all. I ain't say nothing, that's good. I just want to make sure I got your attention. See, what happens here is you find giving trust to people around you that you shouldn't be trusted. Because most people want something from you. They want something from you. Meaning if you can't give them nothing, they don't want to be around you. You know, when I was in the world, I used to hang around my friends, beer in the trunk, and liquor in the trunk, everything. Don't y'all do that. Don't do it. And they glad to see me coming. Everybody, yo, what's up? Pop the trunk, baby. Pop the trunk. That's the way they said it now. They come up to you like you're real. Come on, baby. Pop the trunk, baby. You all good with me, baby. Come on now. Pop that trunk, man. Oh, and they finish off whatever you got. And they never say, hey, man, let me buy some more. They don't say that. They say, you gonna go get some more? Put our trust in men that really don't mean us no good. Our text opens up with Micah. Him and Elijah. They were prophets and they were talking about Israel and Judah. God sent them to tell him about themselves. Just like you and I. You may think now God didn't send me to tell you about yourself. But I know different because he's talking to me too. He's not just talking to you. I didn't want to preach this thing. I want to preach something easy. The Lord is good. And all the time, he's good. I could have made a sermon out of that. Because he is good. But see, if you look at Micah, he tells everybody about what's going to happen and what is happening. If you look at, he says that they may do evil with both hands earnestly. The princess asked, the judge asked it for a reward. Don't you see the politicians? They want you to pay them to do dirt. They want a reward. They don't even realize that they're going to get caught up in what the last guy just did. But they try to go and do what they do and get caught up. That's why in Illinois, so many congressmen, all of them, they going to jail. That's because they see, princes, it signifies someone in higher power. That's right. Judges take bribes these days. They did it then too, but the American way. See, the American way is to dishonor the people these days. Yes, sir. And God has already told us, he utters mischief desires, so they wrap it up. The best of them is as a briar, like thorns. You know, I know that when you plant grapes and stuff, you know, after they glean the field, there's stuff left over. You know, and if you go back to the beginning, it'll tell you about God wants the first fruit, and he told them when they clear their land, leave something for the poor people. And he's saying that these guys, they don't leave nothing but something to hurt you. That's all they leaving. The day of the watchman. I know most people don't think they need a watchman. You know, I'm a man like you a man. You a man like I'm a man. I work a job, you work a job. You know, I got money, you got money. But God has watchmen. And the watchman is here to tell you of your wrongdoing. I mean, if you go through life just doing what you want to do, you think you're right. I know I did. I mean, everything I did, I thought it was right. If I tripped the old lady, I thought it was right. Because that's me. And I'm right. You know, why you think people treat people like they do on the street right now? If you try to show them some love, they think something wrong with you. They actually think something is wrong with you. You don't know me. First thing come out people's mouth, hey, how you doing? What's going on? You don't know me. What you looking at? You know, then we go into ourselves, nothing. That's what we do. But society has gotten numb. It's real numb. It's so numb that they don't even want to receive love. Because all they do is talk about God's people. Now, I'm going to tell you, there are some watchmen that was not sent. There are plenty of them. They take and they preach prosperity. They'll never say that God going to get you. They say God going to bless you and you're going to be abundantly blessed and you don't have to do nothing. Just live your life the way you want to live and pray to him and he'll just rain down blessings on you. But I'm here to declare it ain't going to happen. You got to put in some work. You got to put in some work. That's why he visits and he cometh. Now shall ye be perplexed. There's going to be a lot of confusion. See, a lot of people don't understand me right now. God put it that way. His mystery. If you don't come to his side, you ain't going to know his mystery. So you're going to look at me crazy. You're going to say, well, he ain't talking about a whole lot of mess. I don't know nothing about that. But that's the way it's designed. Because if you don't desire it in your heart, then you won't know what's going on. He designed it. I didn't design it that way. Because we all think we know it. You know, there are people who will quote the Bible backwards and forwards, sideways, bring it back to you, and remember it. Hey. But a photographic memory is not going to get you in heaven. And it's not going to impress the very elite, if it were possible. See, he said, trust ye not in a friend. See, them people close to you is the main ones that wreck you. They the one that introduce you to drugs. They the one that introduce you to prostitution. They the one that introduce you to drinking. They introduce you to partying. Very rarely do they introduce you on how to make a living. How to build your family up.
how to raise your kids. Very rarely do they do those things. Why? Because that's what they do. But ye not confidence in a guide. See, people can lead you all around. They lead you all around and never really show you where to go.
Go ahead.
They lead you to the club. They lead you to the beautician so she can make money. Lead you to the barber so he can make money. They lead you to the school so they can make money. Get you a scholarship. You got to pay it back, and you broke trying to pay a loan back. Now, I ain't saying don't go now. I ain't saying don't get it. You got to do what you got to do. But that's this world.
Yes, sir.
This world is founded on this. Keep the doors of thy mouth from her that lieth in your bosom. Don't tell everybody everything. You should have some kind of secrets that you have with just you and God, and nobody else know about it. Keep them close to you. Keep them near you. Those things you ask for God, don't tell nobody until it's a testimony. Don't tell what you ain't got yet. Don't do that. Oh, I'm waiting on a miracle. You know, I asked God for a house. Shut up. Just wait on the house. And when he gives it to you, that's when you talk about it. Sometimes you just got to keep that to yourself. Don't take what God is trying to give you and spread it among people who don't even love you. Because some people don't want to see you. They don't want to see you. They don't want to see you prosper. They don't want to see you go high. They don't want to see you happy. Because if you're happy, then you can't be used by them. That's why a lot of my friends, they still friends, but they can't use me, so they don't call me. They don't call me no more. Because they know what I'm asking, man. You come to church? You come to hear me preach or something, man? You know, I ain't nothing, but I do want you to come, so I show my pastor I know somebody. You know what I'm saying? For the sons dishonor the father. The daughters raise up against the mother. Don't you see that a lot? The key is they'll disrespect you in a minute. That ain't my dad. He ain't done nothing for me. But you're supposed to honor thy father and mother all the days of their life. And if you find out who they are and they didn't take care of you, God took care of you. He made everything. He made all things. So he pricked somebody's heart to take care of you, to feed you, to give you clothes, to take you to school, to pick you up from school. See, a lot of people say, I raised myself. That's a lie. You can't do it. You can't raise yourself. Somebody got to help you. Somebody got to help you. Somebody. There's not a soul out here that raised themselves. Maybe they left out on their own and let other people raise them in the street. That's about what happened. Because they took on the forms of whoever they met. If they was a thief, they became a thief. There's a robber, they became a robber. There's a gambler, they became a gambler. There's a drug dealer, they became a drug dealer. But I tell you, Braxton must have been a pimp. He put that out there. I'm almost through. I'm gonna get out y'all way. Got a fireball up in here. You see, Micah wanted you to know that against their mother-in-laws, a man's enemy are the men of their own houses. You know, I used to wonder why I caught so much hell at home.
Come on now, tell the truth. Talk about it.
You know, especially when God changed me.
Yes.
And I found out that, you know, even though God has changed me, people don't believe I'm changed.
Right, that's it.
They'll call you Jack Leg in a minute.
You know, my family, you know, they really don't believe it. And how do I know? You know, I married like 3 people in my family. And some of the people that get married since I've been a minister would come and say, yeah, I'm getting married. And you know how that you look. You say, oh, you know, you must want me to marry him, you know. They say, no, I got Reverend such and such. He don't do that. And you're like, oh, wait a minute. So you don't believe the vows that I give you is going to be good enough? You know, I mean, think about it. Your own people has less faith in you. So that just goes to show you should not trust them. You trust in God. It all boils down to trusting in God. Because one day you're going to need him. One day you're going to need him so much so that it's going to hurt you from your heart. See, if you had never had that experience, I was in so much trouble, not trouble with the law, not trouble with some gangs or nothing like that. I was in so much trouble with my soul that I could not understand what was happening to me. Wasn't nobody hitting me, but I felt like crying. Wasn't nobody talking about me, but I felt like crying. I was trying to figure out what's going on. Who is hindering me? What shall I give unto the Lord for his goodness and his mercy towards me? So all I'm saying, if you trust in God, lift your hands to God and say, Father, I stretch my hand to thee. No other help I know. You are the author and the finisher of all my faith. And in you, I believe. See, if you do that, then you let him in. You let him into your life. And when you let him into your life, you know he gave his only begotten son one day. Yes, he did. He gave his only begotten son so that you and I will have a chance to the tree of life. Yeah, they came down to 42 generations. Yes, he did. Wrapped in swaddling clothes, laid in a manger. But you know, didn't nobody trust him. They whipped him all night long. Didn't nobody trust him. They speared him in the side. Didn't nobody trust him. They walked him from judgment hall to judgment hall. Didn't nobody trust him. They hung him on an old rugged cross. Because didn't nobody trust him. But I tell you, even in him hanging up on the cross, he said, if I be lifted up, I'll draw all men unto me. Why do you think people still come to church? People still come to God. Because you can't stop God. You can't stop him. He's marvelous. He's invincible. But he's on that rugged cross and he went down in the grave and he preached to those saints that did not see him. For your sake and mine. But he got up early one Sunday morning with all power in his hand. And I believe if you trust him, you can have some of that power that he has in his hand.